to my YouTube channel.
It's going to get like a lot of views, and then you're going to get really popular, and then you're going to have to cheat on your wife.
I think that's how it happens, so... I don't know, though. Some of my ads here, the Menards ads, got 22 views already.
I really enjoyed watching that playlist. Did you add more to it?
No, I need to do more. I just have not had time. I spent all day like finishing up Christmas shopping / playing PUBG with you. Oh,
I should be on YouTube.
Yeah, I see it. Where's our other friends?
They're dead.
I'm surprised Adam was A, ready on time, and B, complaining about us not being ready on time. He wasn't complaining.
You think I scared him away when I threatened to fight him?
He was ready at 9:30. I don't think so. We're already on Twitch.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to the danger zone. Pop out that chat. Pop out that chat. Welcome to Born in the 80s IRL stream. Look at my body.
Pop, lock, and chat it. Where is everybody? Fuck's sake. It's late. Welcome to hell. Alright. I'm off Twitch already. I quit Twitch. Adam's got notes, right?
Oh, yeah.
I put him in there.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Oh, this is good. I'm having a good time right now.
It's a remix. Just trying to keep people entertained in case they tune in early.
So where is our other guests here?
TJ's here.
Trying to be. Keep hitting the power button.
Adam probably got the invite, but he didn't have his like computer set up correctly. Why is my phone deciding that it's at the lowest brightness?
Sound check.
Oh, there's my microphone.
Stop! I will mute you. This has gone well.
Where's my light? I need more light on me. I will make that happen.
So how are people's last-minute Christmas purchases at the thing? Do you guys sell them just a bunch of garbage?
Basically.
We're out of everything.
This is when everyone's trying to buy Wii's and 360s. And PS3s.
Because they're
everyone's trying to buy weed.
That too. I told them to go to the next store over. It's an Aldi.
Is that your new laugh track?
No, that's my duck sound.
It's Milkshake Duck.
Do we have a Milkshake Duck of the Week? Did we use Dr. Disrespect last week?
I don't think we actually did use Dr. Disrespect. But we talked about him 2 weeks ago. No. We did talk about... I don't remember anymore.
No, but he didn't Milkshake Duck yet. Darn
no,
it,
he's just an a-hole. Why is Skype not closing? I'm gonna kill Skype.
Who's the new Milkshake Duck?
Duck Watch.
We could just update on the Keaton watch.
Are there updates?
I don't know. Let's look at Keaton Jones news. Let's see what Snopes has. Nothing new.
Hashtag Keaton watch.
Alright, I'm gonna look up Keaton Jones GoFundMe. See if that's still raking in the money. Campaign not found. Okay, so that's already gone.
Let me just Google milkshake.
Here's another one.
Within the past week.
By a guy called The Real Keaton Jones, who took a photo of himself in a mirror. And he says, "I'm the real Keaton Jones. I'm tired of this fucking kid having my name." And so he has got $25 of a $4,000 goal.
Perfect.
That's it.
I don't know if I should do this on the podcast or if I just mention it right now.
Well, you're on the podcast. We're live.
Are we? Good.
Yeah.
Nintendo, even though we didn't hit our pre-order goals for Mario Odyssey, just sent all the store leaders Mario Odyssey.
Nice.
What were the fucking goals for that game? Everyone bought that game.
Yeah, but like, I don't think we even hit half the pre-orders in the company. I think they expected 250,000, and I think we probably got maybe 125,000. There's no actual numbers. I'm just guessing.
So apparently Milkshake Duck was almost in the Oxford English Dictionary for
Nice.
the word of 2017. Apparently they chose Youthquake instead, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't even know what Youthquake is.
It's a significant cultural, political, or social change arising from the actions or influence of young people.
I guess Adam died. He said he was ready at 9:30, and then he is not talking to any of us since. So
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
So I was half peeking at the line pop-ups as you guys were talking about it. So Matt, you were streaming PUBG. How does it feel to play a finished game?
Feels a lot like the other one, the unfinished version, but vaulting makes a huge difference. So we might talk about it, but like that's
there's a new
huge
map
quality of life change
that you get to play about 30% of the time. You don't get to pick.
Vaulting definitely would be nice. I've played once. I've still only played PUBG once. Got 19th place. I definitely have peaked. Never play again. Early. Yep.
All right. I think we might as well do... Well, whatever. I don't know what schedules you guys have. If we don't start until 10, it's not the end of the world.
I ain't doing shit.
I'm just playing Mario Odyssey.
Cool. Oh, here's Adam hopefully messaging me back. I'm in the Discord. Are we not doing Hangouts? What?
Dumb.
Matt sent you an invite.
I sent him 2 invites. This is all going in the podcast.
Yes, it is. Are we on Twitch? I'm gonna get to Twitch so
Discord.
I can go talk to all our friends.
I'm too stoned to do this.
My God, Adam. I like that he's in. I'm gonna guess he's in the Discord and he hasn't messaged. Nope.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Discord to find out too.
In no way did he message his intent. You gotta let me know, Adam. He said he's got it, so I think he's got the invite.
Adam,
I'm gonna fart on stream. I made quesadillas.
Sounds delicious.
Yep, I mean with leftover fajita scraps and tortillas. It was delicious. Now I have my... Oh, you can't even see. You have to be left-handed for this mug to be good. It's an owl.
Good.
But you have to hold it
owl.
left-handed. It is. It's a nice mug. I think Lauren got it as a Christmas gift. Ooh. Adam said he thinks he got it. My God, you have to stop this. It's so loud.
Holy crap!
Smoke weed every day.
Adam, are you here?
Think so.
Let me turn the webcam on for you. Oh, it doesn't let me do that. You, can you switch yourself to studio there?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Perfect. Oh, it sounds much better already.
Yeah.
All right, let's get audio level checks, and let's get rolling.
Get
All
rolling,
right,
rolling.
All right, this is John at his volume. All right, Matt next.
Hey, it's Matt. Youthquake.
All right, Adam's making a lot of rolling around. Are you laying in bed again?
Yeah.
All right, that's what it sounded like. So, and then TJ, you want to talk?
Yeah, fuck me, I'm a cuck.
All right, and then Adam, you can talk.
Hey, this is me talking at my normal voice.
All right, that sounds good. Let me listen.
Adam might need a boost. That's everything else sounded pretty level.
I am extremely loud. Why am I so loud sometimes and so not?
Commies.
All right, let me try. All right, how does this sound? How does this sound? All right, Adam.
Yep. I'm here.
All right, here's me at my current level. Matt, go.
This is me at my current level.
Oh. All right. All right, who's next? TJ?
Me. I'm totally here, and for some reason, my wife and kids are watching the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
All right, let's listen.
I forgot that happened.
How'd you do it, dog?
Yep. Let me listen. Everyone quiet. Hey, Adam, can you talk again?
Yeah, you bet. I'm talking now. I'm talking more.
Matt, can you turn yourself
continuing
down?
to talk.
You're way louder than everyone else. Everyone else is about the same.
How about now?
All right, let me listen. You're still too loud. You're so much louder.
Okay, how about now?
All right, let me listen. All right, why don't you talk a little bit? Let me listen.
Hey, my name's Matt. I like long walks on the beach. I'm drinking a block party
right.
by Carbon 4, and I have some carrot chips.
All right. Let me listen now. Okay, you're still too loud, but not as loud.
I'll keep adjusting. Okay,
Just
here's
a tiny
little
bit
bit quieter. I'm a little bit quieter now.
All right, let me listen. Let me
I
listen.
did a thing, and it's a little bit quieter.
All right. You're always so loud, man.
My bad.
No, you sound much better now. All right. We're all about the same now. Hooray.
We're all equal. We're all one people.
All right, switch it off the starting soon because let's get kicked off.
Okay, but is this stuff like too loud?
No, that sounds about the same.
Okay. Cool.
Let me listen now. But while you get everything set up, I'm gonna listen.
Wah 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 wah.
Nope, it sounds perfect. All right,
Neato.
I'm gonna go. It'll go me, me, Matt, TJ, Adam. We'll do the introduction. That's 295. Adam, did you have any topics that you had on top of your head here?
Oh, The Last Jedi. A bit, although I don't know if everybody's seen that yet.
I saw it.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Ooh. Ass Creed.
Yeah.
Organs.
And I guess
Ass
Syndicate
Creed
too, 'cause
Organs.
I finished that one.
Ass Creed Organs.
Syndicate. What? What'd you say?
I finished Syndicate as well.
Oh, Syndicate. Ass Creed. Sin. In my kit. Okay. I'm trying to make those into sex puns, so. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, I'm gonna start. Matt,
Okay, let me
interrupt
take my
me.
fidget spinner off of the microphone.
Alright. I see TJ poised to interrupt me. He's just fucking waiting for it. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 295.
Wait, I made noise. Do it over.
You did make noise, I saw. It's great, let's try it again.
I thought I was.
You have a
gonna
cat
get-
behind you. Other side.
Oh, you're not supposed to be up there. You're gonna mess with all
All
my
right.
dials.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 295. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Hi, I'm your best friend, Matt Haig.
That's right. This is a new catchphrase.
And I'm your live tweeting friend, TJ May.
Yes. And we have a special fourth host.
I'm a person.
Adam's
My
in the
name's
four
Adam
hole.
Ham.
Weird Uncle Ham.
Yeah. Weird Uncle Ham. You are an uncle.
I am.
You're an actual uncle. That's not even like a joke.
Yes.
TJ's
No.
not even an uncle that I know of.
No, I'm a grunkle.
You're a grunkle?
Yes. I have three. I have two grandnephews and one grandniece.
I didn't even know you had siblings that were that all.
I have 5 siblings. I have a huge
Jesus.
family.
Jesus.
You come from a
You
very
breed 'em strong.
reproductive people.
Yeah, my first nibbling, which is the gender neutral niece or nephew,
Yeah.
is 4 years younger than me.
Well, you know that all the Mays come outfitted with 2 buttholes, so they're ready to go. Built for speed. I'm sorry. Let's
Hashtag
move on.
built for speed.
Hashtag. I didn't do my hashtag salad.
I'm
so
doing it
it's
right
not
now.
Gonna, it's not gonna happen. That's gonna take me way too
Good enough.
long. We're already in it.
I'm just
trying to get
retweet
something up.
TJ's.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna be lazy and retweet TJ's notification.
Done.
Done
enough.
No. Liked. Retweeted. We're all here.
We're all
right.
here.
So
So,
Adam,
Should we
Yeah.
spoil things?
have you seen it? TJ?
No. But one of my predictions was one of the predictions I had. Someone
You've
came
had
back
it
to me and said
spoiled
I was
already.
close. I had the best prediction though.
Do you all right, we want to get into this
Spoiler
right now.
alert
Let's
for
just
The
do
Last
it.
Jedi. We're just gonna fucking get
Spoiler. Let's just do
do
it.
it.
Let's get it off the mat. We're going to pause here. And I'll have inserted a timestamp into the podcast. Let me actually get my notes so I can write down that I did that and approximately.
I'm also going to actually have a timer. So
Yes. That actually is perfect.
yeah,
Skip ahead.
stopwatch.
Ahead. X minutes. Right at the top. All right.
And we're starting that now.
295. All right. Can't you believe Chewbacca died? Oh my god.
No.
He didn't die.
So
I was-
I had
what
a
was your-
prediction
Yeah.
I wanna hear
way
your
back.
prediction.
My prediction was actually based off of merchandise.
Okay.
All right. So we had all those porgs, and we had no clue what the heck these things were.
That's true.
And the only thing I thought of was like, these things are a little small. I think it'd be cool if Chewbacca tries to eat one of these fucking things.
Oh, nice.
And someone told me about the spit roast scene.
Yes. So he does murder some of them.
Nice.
But he decides not to
him.
eat them for some reason.
Or does he? We don't know.
I like the story behind what the porgs or why they existed in the movie.
I haven't heard any of this, and I don't mind being spoiled. I won't see this for 8 months, so.
Okay.
Well, the porgs exist because of the puffins on the island, right?
Yeah. Yes. And they couldn't get rid of them for the shots, so they were like, well, we got to make them into some sort of space creature. So I think the ones in the distance might be lightly digital altered, but the ones you see up close are CG porgs. So that's pretty cool, actually. So what is everyone's thoughts right off the bat? I know there's a massive amount of hot take action happening on the internet, as per usual, even more so than The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I liked it more than The Force Awakens.
Yeah, me too, actually.
So,
I'm not sure. I think I might have liked The Force Awakens better, but I definitely didn't dislike this.
I think the reason why I like this more than The Force Awakens is because it felt new.
Yeah.
That they were doing new things. It was trying to move in a direction versus like kind of like, and this is what J.J. Abrams is really good at, is setting things up.
Yeah.
Which is what the whole first movie felt like.
It'll be interesting to see what he does in the third movie, because there was a lot of stuff in this that was kind of just like a direct fuck you to J.J. Abrams setup.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole handing the lightsaber off to Luke and him just tossing it immediately.
Yeah.
It was like, nope. Okay, a couple things I really liked about this.
Yeah.
Let's start off with everything that we really liked before we get into the nitpicking. And there's a lot to nitpick in the movie that is 2.5 hours long, which is approximately 30 minutes too long. Because I think what do all the other Star Wars movies clock in? Just around 2 hours, right?
Something like that.
About
like,
there are some that go up to 2.5, I think.
Yeah, it's a little more.
But of the original trilogy. Really?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, that's fair enough. This Empire is 2 hours and 7. The Return of the Jedi never felt like it was long, though. But
well,
again,
it depends what version you're talking about, because there's at least 40
Return of the Jedi is 2:15.
Ewok celebration.
2:15?
Yeah, none of them were 2.5 of the original trilogy. And what was A New Hope?
4 hours.
4 hours long, yeah. It actually doesn't say here. 2 hours and 5 minutes. So yeah, they're all between 2 hours and 2 hours and 15 minutes. So even The Force Awakens, I think, was pretty snappy as well. 2 hour 15, yeah. It was just a little bit too long. And the interesting thing is that Rian Johnson, it's actually 2 hours and 35 minutes, which means it's 20 minutes longer than Return of the Jedi. But anyway, yeah, the movie's a bit bloated. That's my only complaint. Is there's a lot of plots happening that don't interact. 3, I think. 4 entire plots. Right? Or is it 3?
See, there's Rey.
No, there's 4. There's like 4. There's like
Finn.
Rey and Luke. There's like Rey and... Well, no, there's Rey and Luke. There is...
Rey and Kylo.
Kylo and Rey and Kylo, because he kind of has his own stuff. And then there's Finn and a new character, Rose, who I really liked.
Yeah.
I really liked the new character. I thought that part of the movie was the part that didn't need to happen because it didn't end up doing anything.
I have thoughts about that, though. I felt the way you did, too. But the more I heard people talk about it, the more I realized it fits into the theme of failure is okay. And it also fits into the idea that the rebellion survives by getting the idea out there. So the fact that they were able to... I thought those kids were stupid when I saw it. But then the more I think about it, it's like, well, if the whole fleet did happen to get wiped out, that's how the rebellion survives, through that idea that got passed along to that group of children. So I agree with it in principle and purpose, but not in execution.
Yeah, that's the thing. It didn't work out well because, I mean, it's so easy to nitpick that entire plotline because basically you have these characters who are like, oh man, we're trapped. We can't leave. The Empire's chasing our vehicles. And it's literally Battlestar Galactica where like they're gonna track us down. We can't do anything. And like, okay, well, we're gonna go. And like, that's like, why doesn't everyone just go then? Like, what the hell? They didn't chase them. Like, I don't know. It was kind of like I feel like it kind of, I don't know, weakened that a little bit, and it just kind of cut down the focus. And but it was necessary because I like the story that it tells, but it just isn't perfect. I don't know. It took too long. Because they ultimately fail, and it takes them a long time to fail. It would have been much better if they would have gone faster. And it was confusing to me as well, because I thought the master code breaker was the guy they eventually found. And he's not.
Yeah. No.
It's the guy that they tried to find. Justin Trudeau. Or no, not Justin Trudeau. What's his name?
No,
Jennifer
he's the
Aniston's
Prime
boyfriend.
Minister of Canada.
Jennifer Aniston's boyfriend. He's in the Leftovers.
Billy Aniston.
Oh, fuck. Yes, Billy Aniston, he changed his name to join the Aniston family.
George.
No. Oh, my God. It's so close, and I messed it up. I've messed it up before. But anyway. Yeah, he was the guy they saw for like a half second. Justin Theroux. I'm pretty close. Justin Theroux, yes. He is in the Leftovers anyway. But he's the fancy guy, and it's like, oh, okay. And then and so they're like, we gotta go to this casino planet. I said I wanted to talk about what we liked first. So let's go back and let's nitpick this later, let's nitpick now and end on what we liked, because I overall loved the movie, but this was the problem, is that they like go to find this guy on a casino planet, and they tell the really interesting and important perspective of, hey, guess what? Like, these rich people don't give a shit. They're making money. Yeah. No matter what's happening. And
like,
this guy,
we're selling weapons to both sides. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. It was like, oh, this guy sells guns to the Star Destroyers, but oh wait, look at this. He also manufactures X-wings. So they're making money on both sides here, and it's kind of just showing that the rebellion is really just the underserved, the kids that were basically slaves,
Yeah.
And
I like the idea of
what we're fighting for.
I liked DJ, the codebreaker, Benicio del Toro. I feel like I hope we haven't seen the last of him. I think I think it would be a shame if he doesn't come back, because I feel like he's coming from a really interesting place, and there's opportunity for character growth with him.
Yeah, he's playing both sides as well. He basically is like Han.
Yeah, he's like Han, but without the heart of gold. He's just like straight up, I will do whatever I need to get ahead.
Yeah, because like Han talks about this. So I'm sorry. I was gonna say, like, in the expanded universe, which isn't canon now, it was like, because Han is kind of like, yeah, I play both sides, but he never runs anything for the Imperials. Like, it just doesn't happen. So, like, he may talk like he doesn't care, but he runs some stuff for the Hutts, but they're not.
He's more like a Hondo.
And yeah. So, it was good, and I liked the what happened. It's just that, like, I feel like they could have cut down on them infiltrating the Death Star because they were ultimately betrayed, and it is like you could have just turned him in right away, like, and then it would have been, the movie wouldn't have been that much different, and it would have been shorter. Like, I think it would have also been a little bit more of a gut punch if he literally just delivers them directly to the Empire. It's like,
because like, what was the point of him hacking through all those doors and stuff?
Yeah,
it was just
to just betray them later. Like, it was just like, okay.
But I think the thing was he didn't betray them until they were already caught, and then once they were caught, he was like, okay, the calculus has changed. I have to scramble to get myself out of this situation.
True. I feel like it could have been sped along.
Here's something I love.
Stuff.
When they were infiltrating that Star Destroyer and BB-8 had a trash can over his head, he did an impression of a mouse droid.
That's true. Yes. The movie was good though. Let's talk about stuff we liked. Adam, what did you like?
I really liked when they brought back Yoda. They brought back
yes!
CG puppet Yoda.
Yeah.
It was a puppet Yoda. I was so excited.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking yes!"
Yeah.
Not the
They
goddamn
had to back
CG
off
abomination.
on the Force ghostiness because he looked too CG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that whole Yoda sequence is great. They really got Yoda on the nose, I thought there.
Well,
I
that was
loved
actually
it.
Frank Oz too. That was
Yeah.
straight up Frank Oz puppeting.
It was perfect.
And
Yeah, it felt really good. It really warmed my heart because it was just like, okay, this feels like Star Wars now. And having Luke in a lot of the movie felt really good. Grizzled old Luke was really good.
Yeah.
And then
there was a pretty big parallel between crazy hermit Luke and crazy hermit Yoda.
But they weren't exactly the same, which is what I liked about it.
Right.
Because he wasn't trying to trick her at first. It was just no. I don't want to do Jedi anymore. It's fucking terrible. It ruins everything. And then she's like, sorry. That's not a good answer because Kylo Ren's already destroying everything. So we got to stop him. I like it doesn't take too long for him to be won over. They didn't drag that out. And it's interesting that he says, I'm going to teach you 3 lessons, and he teaches her 2, which is a thing that people pointed out. And it's I wonder if the third lesson's coming. Or if the third lesson was the last thing that he does in the movie. It's just kind of it's just good to have him back. And I really like you said, the message with Yoda. The past doesn't matter. Does it really matter what all these fucking Jedi Order did in the past? Clearly, it didn't work.
Yeah.
All of their teachings, clearly, it didn't end up well. So it doesn't matter. And he blows everything up. It's over. Interesting that they showed the X-wing buried in the water.
Yeah.
And then it never was used.
Yeah, I thought they were going to pull that out.
I thought for sure that was going to happen, and it didn't.
I think they were.
I wonder if that was just meant to be a misdirect for when Luke shows up at the final battle.
Yeah.
Be so he does have a way off of the planet. But then it's not really him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting thing. There's a lot of usage of the Force in this movie that people took issue with that was really? These are space wizards with little glowy swords.
I mean, if you watch,
there's no logic to this.
If you watch the Clone Wars and stuff, the Force powers are all over the place. There's there's tons of hallucination magic in that.
Yeah, you can make people say stuff.
Especially the non-Jedi factions. There's a lot of different Force user factions, and they all have different things that. And they
supposedly,
can do with it.
Luke had been teacher. And kind of learned it all,
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. Sorry, TJ, you wanted to interject?
No, I'm just waving at Eric.
Oh, you're just exciting.
Who's in the chat?
Oh. I actually here's the one thing I missed when Luke burns down that Jedi Temple tree. I didn't realize that Rey had stolen the books. She had the books with her.
I didn't know that either.
No. Yeah, so when Yoda says she has everything she needs, he literally means she has everything she needs.
So it was more of a cathartic for Luke to.
Well, I don't think he knew that the books were gone. I think he.
No, that's what I'm saying. He made the decision that he wanted to make, and it was good. Your cat's gonna ruin everything.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm just warning you. He's gonna step right on your. Matt's cat was walking directly towards the keyboard. So let's see. Okay, so there's another plot line. So the movie starts off with Poe Dameron fighting a dreadnought, and they go on a bombing run to destroy the dreadnought, which I liked. I liked that. It was a really good space battle action sequence.
Yeah.
A lot of classic Star Wars, okay, this is Green Leader, and then blowing up immediately. And I was that's the Star Wars battles I know.
Caught that James Corden cameo. He was one of the early pilots that got immolated.
Yeah. It was really good, though, because it was that felt like Star Wars. I liked the story that it told was, okay, at what cost was this done? Like, you disabled their weapon, but we lost every bomber we had in our fleet to do this, like all 9 of them. So it really showed the desperation of the resistance as well. Like, they just fucking were all in on dying to stop this. I mean, the Dreadnought was going to be shooting at the base where people were evacuating, so it was like, we have to stop it. Like, and then they all got away, but they were like, well, if we do this, you know, it won't be able to kill more, you know, resistance bases in the future. So it was really kind of interesting, and I liked the storyline with Poe a lot because he's basically trying to blow everything up with this fighter, and it doesn't work that way in military strategy. Can't just send a single ship against a big, even though that's worked many times in the past in Star Wars.
That's the kind of thing that works when you're like a starfighter
when you're
pilot,
Luke
but
and you can use the Force.
Well, and he's like Tom Cruise in Top Gun, but he's being groomed to be something more, and so he has to learn to temper that and have a little self-control before he moves up.
Yes.
So I think he's gonna end up being the leader of the Resistance in probably the 3rd movie.
And so Leia demotes him, and then immediately Leia gets blown up. And we have that situation. But she doesn't die.
The whole bridge crew gets taken out. They get sucked into space.
Admiral Akbar,
Akbar, rest in peace.
Dead. Yep, he's the main character dead. Not really main character, but fan favorite.
It's a trap.
Yep, it was not a trap this time. It was just them getting blown up.
Straight up the vacuum of space.
It was a strategic mishap.
It was actually a really cool moment too, because Kylo Ren's like,
oh god, yeah, that's important.
Yeah, Kylo Ren was like going out there, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna fucking take this ship out. God damn it, like this is stupid. Let's send fighters. Our ships aren't fast enough together. The fighters are. All right, because basically what happens is another weird piece of technology exists where the Empire, or not the Empire, the First Order can track ships through going through hyperspace now. So they could follow them wherever they jump. So they're just trying to outrun them, basically, until they get a plan figured out, basically. And so they're just like it's like Battlestar Galactica. Like, they're trying to outrun the Cylons, basically. And it's like a war of attrition as they slowly lose ships that run out of fuel. And while this is all going on, Kylo Ren's like, all right, I'm going to go out there and take out the ship. And so he flies out there and is going to shoot a missile right at the front, like the deck of the ship, and he can't do it because he kind of has like a force connection with his mom, who's in there.
He
can't pull the trigger. And he doesn't pull the trigger, but the 2 other fighter pilots in his squadron, they're all blowed up, basically. So he didn't pull the trigger, but the thing's the same. And Leia flies out into space, and you're like, oh shit, this is how they're dealing with her the actress not being alive anymore. And then she miraculously uses the Force to pull herself back into an airlock.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I liked that.
It was. And I think a lot of the people that are complaining about this don't really have a grasp on what happens when you actually get sucked into space. Like, they have the total
instantly.
recall. You don't explode. Like,
I know this from Cowboy Bebop. They talk about Spike does this in Cowboy Bebop. He's like, you just hold your breath. You got about 10 seconds before you start really fucking getting ripped to shit.
You're supposed to exhale.
You gotta,
because if your lungs are empty,
you get all the air out and then and then close your mouth and plug your ears and nose and and go. So anyway, it doesn't kill you. It fucks you up slowly.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird case of like movie expectations not matching up. So I don't know. Maybe
it's force powers.
It could have been.
It's the Force. She's the fucking Force. She's a fucking Jedi. They can leap and do backflips and shit. She can survive in space for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that didn't bother me.
the Force is like X-Men powers. It shows up during moments of stress. So
Yeah, exactly.
it makes sense
It really,
that she
especially
would
in her
suddenly
case.
have this like intense,
Yeah.
this like intense power. But
So then she's kind of in a coma for the rest of the movie, and then shows up at the end. She's still alive at the end of the movie, and she's not going to be filming the 9th one. So I don't know what's happening.
So what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a time jump.
That's what I think too. And she'll have died.
In the crawl, they'll explain that she died for some reason, and
because of the exposure or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably open on Leia's funeral, and have like the First Order attacks at the funeral, and then boom, we're off into the next movie.
Seeing her basically a year after she died is still freaky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was like, shit, man. Like, fuck. And like when she died in the movie for a little bit, I was like, fuck, man. It felt real. I don't know. It was really, they handled it well. It was really touching. And she got a final reunion with Luke too at the end of the movie, which was nice.
Yeah.
Which was kind of awesome. So, oh, goddamn. But,
here's another
what
thing
else
I like.
happened? Oh, cut. Yes.
That final planet, fucking beautiful. Like,
yeah,
the way that it was
salt
red crust
and
underneath white salt. So anywhere a laser hit, it would look like the planet was basically bleeding.
Yeah, it looked so cool. God damn, that looked good. And the whole battle where they're kind of racing in a line towards the Empire and this like last ditch final shot, and that was really good. Can we talk about a thing I liked? I like Kylo Ren in this movie, and I liked him a lot in the first movie. And I really like Adam Driver, the actor, and he's so good in this movie. He's so evil feeling, but also
really conflicted. He's very back and forth. So that makes sense that if they're gonna do like a turn with him going light side in the third movie or something, it won't come out of nowhere. But also, if he wants to cement himself into dark side, that also makes sense that he would waffle a bit first.
Yes. He is, his stuff was really good. And the stuff with Snoke was really good. And, like, it explained away the way he acted. And Snoke was like, I wanted him to be this way. Like, I want him to be crazy because that would lure you in. Because you think you could turn him, Like, I wanted him to be conflicted. It was perfect. It was just like, yeah, this works. It was a game plan. The problem is that when you have a fucking wild card, they can turn on you, which is what happens.
Cut your shit in half. Sometimes they Darth Maul you.
Yeah, that moment was really cool too because it was so unexpected. And that scene was probably the best looking scene in the entire movie. That throne room looked so cool.
Yeah,
they had such an awesome lightsaber battle in that room.
Cool, yeah. But before that, when he kills Snoke, spoiler, it was a really cool moment of showing the limitations of the Force, because Snoke could tell that he was going to strike down his enemy, and his enemy was unsuspecting, and he thought the enemy was Rey. He was wrong.
Yeah.
So like it's just shadows of like images and feelings, and not like actually seeing what's going to happen, just kind of having an intuition. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, it felt good. It felt right. It felt perfect for his character because he's immediately like, I killed him. All right, now you should join me. And it's like, no,
we'll take over the
what
galaxy.
are you doing?
No.
God dang, I thought you did the right thing. Like, and he kind of did it for the wrong reasons, I guess. It was like, still conflicted. I think it was great. I think that was awesome. I love the stuff between them because Snoke talked about... Okay, and here's the thing I want to talk about. Rey is wondering who her parents are. Rey goes into a creepy dark side hole on Luke's island and sees her reflection when she's looking for her parents, basically.
She goes into Luke's creepy dark hole.
Yeah, she goes into Luke's creepy dark hole and she just sees herself, which was kind of the exact same thing that happened to Luke. When he went into Yoda's creepy dark hole, he cut the head off of Darth Vader and saw himself.
Mask.
Yes. She saw herself in herself. There was only her there, and she didn't know who her parents were. And then, so Luke and Leia have a little chat via the Force, and then like immediately preceding that, or was it immediately before, immediately after, Kylo Ren and Rey have a Force connection, which was interesting, and they chat, and then Snoke is like, "Oh yeah, I made that happen. I made you two connected," which is interesting. Because he says, because Rey, he's like, "Rey, if you come here, I'll tell you who your parents are. I know you've been wondering." And then he's like, "Your parents are nobody. They're nobody.
Yeah.
You're just
they're junkies.
A kid.
Sold you for drink money."
Yes.
Which
I thought that was really interesting because it again it faked me out because I assumed that they were brother and sister because you had brother and sister Force communicate, and then immediately after Rey and Ben communicate, and it's like okay, there's your answer there. If they don't say it in the movie, that's telling you what's happening.
Well, that's the thing. Like what this movie did well was it set up open-ended questions that could be answered in any number of different ways.
Exactly.
It could be that Kylo was just messing with her and lying because he knew that would be a point of weakness. It could be that.
Yeah.
I really dislike that because of her vision,
like,
she might be a clone or something.
Yeah.
Like, it could
there were
be
like
anything.
There were like people were like definitively like, "I love that her parents are nobody," and it's not like that. And I was like, dude, there is nothing definitive in that movie. If your nemesis tells you what your thing is in like to like piss you off, I gotta say that's not 100% that they're telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well,
I would not
that
call
being
that
said,
definite.
I would love
I
if
would
she was
like
nobody,
that.
and I would love if Snoke was nobody because if it was just a Force-seeking balance and like Luke was the last Jedi and he was kind of gray, but then like veered light side, and the Force was like, okay, we have to find a dark side person to bring up, and it just chose some random dude, and it was Snoke. And then Kylo starts getting trained and going dark side, and then it goes, okay, well, we've got to find balance, so this random girl is light side.
Yeah,
and it would make a lot of sense with like why her powers develop so quickly in The Force Awakens, because it needed to seek balance. I like that idea.
Yeah, because there was so little. Yeah. We'll see. You know, maybe she could connect with him even though they weren't related because she's so powerful, as is Kylo.
I also wonder if there's something going on with actually the Force getting stronger itself.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing lots of like crazy stuff happening. And also there's something at the very end with like the little kid like grabbing this shit.
I love that.
It just makes me wonder if there's some kind of behind the scenes plot of why the Force is getting stronger.
Maybe.
And like what's going on there.
I love the ending though, yeah, because there's an ending shot where it goes back to the kids who are orphans working as like slaves at this fucking casino planet, and they're like telling them the story about how Luke stared down all these walkers and they shot at him and he was still standing there, which is such an awesome moment where he was just badass, like, and then, you know, it was like these kids like believing in the rebellion, you know, having these stories, and it was kind of showing you that, or not the rebellion, the resistance, sorry, it's different trilogy. The resistance is like still strong, and there's still these kids, and the kid uses the Force to pull a broom to his hand, and I was like, shit, man, like the Force is everywhere. Like it isn't just these two people that can use the Force. And that's the thing that you get in the expanding universe.
Organized groups like
the
Jedi and the Sith.
And that's what Luke tries to tell her.
Everything. Yeah.
Is the Force isn't just you. The Force is everything. The Force is in between every particle in the universe. You know, it's interwoven. So, you know, and that was what the kind of whole point of the movie was that, like, at least in the Force parts of the movie, it was like the Force is more than just these two. The Force is more than Snoke. It's more than Leia. It's more than Luke. It's expansive, and that's hopefully what they continue with in the next movie. We'll see. I think it's great. I loved it. There were a lot of problems. Again, too long. It could have been. I think it just could have been put together in a cleaner way, and it would have been snappier because there was just a lot of plot lines that was snapped between. Because when you think about like Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, that's 2 plots, and then a third one at the end. Like there is Ground of Endor, Luke, and the Emperor, and then at the end there's the third plot of the attack on the Death Star. Like, and it's just cut in between the 3. And it's
Empire.
And it's all fast.
It's Cloud City and Luke
and Dagobah.
Those, yeah.
I mean, it's just they feel more tight, and I feel like I liked all the plots in this movie. There could have been a way to put them together better. I think, like it could have felt tighter. But it's still great though. It was worth watching, and I liked it because it moved things forwards. And I didn't hate The Force Awakens. I just would have liked it to have been more original. I loved a lot of that movie. It just didn't have a second to breathe. There wasn't a lot of character development in that movie because like everyone you meet's brand new, and most of the characters are like new to themselves. Like Rey is just learning her powers. Finn is just learning to not be a stormtrooper. There's all these like characters that are like fresh in the world, and it's like, whereas this, you have a lot more Poe, who's an accomplished fighter pilot. We didn't even talk about Laura Dern being in this movie. Yeah. Admiral Holdo.
I didn't really like Laura Dern's performance. I don't know.
It was okay. It was Stern Dern. Hashtag Stern Dern.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know. She just seemed not very in command of the whole situation. Like
I just liked the plot felt a bit. I liked what it was doing. It was telling Poe, "Hey, you can't be trusted to just fucking shoot off your hip and everything. Other people have strategic plans," and she had a good strategic plan, but it didn't work out. But like, why did he have to be left in the dark so much? Like, it led to mutiny at one point, and it's like, why? It didn't have to happen. He's not an unreasonable guy.
And it's obvious that like Leia's grooming him for a leadership role eventually, even if she's like disciplining him now. So I don't know. I feel like that was kind of a plot needs to go here, so this happened. But
that could have been lighter. That could have been where some of the minutes were shaved off. It was just like I could have thought of a lot of strategic things to do. I could have said, we can load everyone into all of the other vehicles, right? Because they had 2 medical cruisers and I think 2 other smaller cruisers, and then the large, I forget the name of those ships from the fish planet, which is the big one, the cruiser. They could have just loaded everyone to cruisers. Yeah, they could have. Yeah, Mon Calamari. Thank you, Adam, with the Star Wars reference. Thank you.
Fucking George Lucas with his stupid names.
Yeah. Oh, the calamari planet with the fish people. Okay. But it doesn't sound bad when you were 8 and you saw the movie. Yeah. And you're like, this is cool. They could. What I would have done is I would have said, okay, load everybody into all of these other ships, and everybody hyperspace to a different location. They can't follow all of us, and they're most likely going to follow this big ship. And then that way, everyone else can get away.
Hyperspace because they'll
find everybody else, and then that. And they said that, and they said that they could only track one, and they were only tracking the big ship, like because it was just weird. It was like, why have everyone stay? Because she was like, well, and then you find out there's that planet with the salt flats and everything. It was like, we could hide there. And that was the plan. And they hoped to have made it. But it was like, they could have just like shot off and been like, go get reinforcements, everybody. Like, and then come back. I don't know. That was probably the worst part. The plot. I don't know.
Yeah. I really liked that it was basically like an old school naval battle where
I did like that.
They were chasing each other, and like it's like I can't catch up to you to the point where you're in range and you can't get away. and we're just kind of locked in this eternal struggle.
Yeah, it really fed into the desperation too, because that dreadnought was just annihilating those ships when they would get in range. So it was like, I don't know, and then they were slowly losing ships.
You're gonna run out of fuel eventually. Yeah. So the clock's ticking.
It felt really desperate, and I liked it, but it was just like, it was so stupid, because in the end the plan didn't work, and they shot all of those cruisers out of the sky anyway. Or the escape shuttles. It's like, this is what?
But that was DJ's fault.
That's true. That's true. So it was Poe's fault, actually, because it would have all worked if Poe wouldn't have sent off.
So that's why the casino planet existed, so that their plan would be ruined.
It just could have been tighter, I think. I think it would have made more sense if Poe went along with them, and we didn't see like the stuff happening at the thing, and they just came back, and it was like, oh shit, we lost everything. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Or you could just cut to it quickly and not have like the weird intrigue of, is Holdo a bad guy? Is she trying to ruin everything? There was just too many like. Here's the thing. Yeah. Was the problem with
you need those.
There were too many misdirections.
Puppy horses.
But the thing was, there were too many like misdirections. Like, oh, is she bad? No. Oh, is Luke not gonna help her? Oh no, he does. Oh, is he gonna turn? Oh no, he doesn't. There's too many like misdirections where they're like throwing stuff at you. It's like they should have just. I don't know. It could have been put together better, but again, it's really good. Like, I liked it. Like, overall, really good. Those are nitpicks.
Patented, born in the 80s, rating 4 out of 5.
It's 4 out of 5. Yeah. Heck. Yeah. Just like TFA was, I think, probably 4 out of 5 for me. So they're good. You know, I'd say, well, all the original trilogy is probably 5 out of 5 for me. I can't really help that.
Yeah. It's got the
they were my
shine of
favorite
nostalgia.
movies as a kid. I can't really help that. But they're certainly better than all of the prequels, except for maybe the third one, which is probably 4 out of 5, but I would still rank this higher. Maybe not TFA, but the third one's good. Having rewatched the third one, it actually holds up.
I would rank the Clone Wars TV series as a 5 out of 5. Even
I should watch that. It's actually
it starts off a little bit.
It's considered
rough.
Canon.
Don't watch the Clone Wars movie. It's garbage.
Yeah.
And
I heard Star Wars Rebels is pretty good too. The other Disney show.
That's good too. Yeah.
There's a lot of good.
It seems a little
Star
bit
Wars.
more. It's dumb to say child oriented because it's a cartoon about Star Wars. There's a cattail on my face. But I like Clone Wars better just because the character arc of what's her name, Ahsoka Tano or something like that, who starts off as this like super annoying child Jedi and turns into kind of a badass is really fascinating.
I should watch that. I've heard that recommended a lot, and so it's good. I'm looking forward to it more, and I'm interested. I'm glad that Rian Johnson, the director of this, has the helm of the next trilogy they want to do.
Yeah.
So, because I think that
it's going to be a non-Skywalker trilogy.
Yes.
Because it's a big universe, and
that's kind of one of the things I like about this movie
one family screwing everybody else over.
Yeah, but I think that was George Lucas's vision. He said he had 9 films about the Skywalker family, and so this is the end basically, because at the end of this movie, Luke is gone, and that definitely happens at the end. And my fiance was sitting next to me, and she was like,
the Force.
Yeah, and she was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "He did exactly what Yoda did. He just released himself into the Force, basically." He became one, like Yoda did, like he just.
So here's the thing: when him and Yoda disappear into the Force and their respective movies, the thing is they leave their clothes behind. But then when they show up as Force ghosts, they have clothes again. So is there like a Walmart or something that they go to get their Force ghost
They had a wardrobe. Yeah. No, sometimes they show up naked, but we don't see that. That's like when Kylo Ren's in the shower and fucking naked Luke shows up and he's like, "Please, you're my uncle. Stop."
Did you notice during the Luke showdown when he shows up and he's a Force hallucination. That he's like significantly younger and more well put together.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't like. He's got darker hair. It's well trimmed.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because he's real grizzled.
Yeah, I did not pick up on that either until I heard people talking about it later.
I'm sure that's the way he'll look. Because he's definitely coming back as a Force ghost.
There's some close-ups on his footwork in that battle, and you see Kylo scraping the sand and revealing the redness, and he does not. So I would be interested to go back and watch that again, knowing what I know, to see like all the clues they left for me that I totally missed first time.
I like that Kylo is definitely going to be visited by Force ghosts, because Luke specifically said, "I'm going to go talk to him as a ghost." Like he was like, So that'll be neat. Because there'll probably be some awesome scenes where he's talking to Kylo, and Kylo's like, I don't know. One other problem I have with the movie is not everyone's Han, so stop trying to make everyone jokey. Like the stuff with Poe at the start, like being all jokey, was like, okay, like I thought Finn was the jokey one. Why is Poe also cracking jokes?
The Last Jedi too. He does that.
What? You mean
sort of like
Force Awakens?
Or The Force Awakens. He does that kind of like jokey stall thing.
I don't like
we're
that.
Fine.
There's Han, and he gets to be Han. And now that Han's dead, they need a new Han. I think it makes more sense with
Poe's characters if he's like a cocksure fighter pilot dude. Yeah. Like he's gonna be super broy.
Yeah.
So he should be super cocky.
I just don't. There's a little bit too much humor, I think, sometimes.
Okay.
Like they're trying to. I know they're trying to make it light.
Real talk, John. This is the most important question. How do you feel about that weird walrus milk that Luke just?
Why? This is the fucking shit I hated about TFA. It was like, why do they have to do this fan service shit? Like, why do we have to see where the blue milk came from? Why?
Was that the?
It was annoying.
I don't think that was the actual blue milk though.
No, well, it was some.
It wasn't blue. It was like weird greeny mucusy.
Anyway, I don't know why they had to do that.
Because it was gross.
To show that he's a surly old man and gives no shits.
I guess. I'm sure you give pretty bad shits when you're drinking that milk all day.
Yeah, probably.
Oh man, but overall, I was likable. I think the people that nitpick, literally, the worst shit in the internet is me seeing the thumbnail of the Angry Joe review of a 45-minute discussion with like 5 nerds saying why Star Wars ruined everything. Or it was like, come on, like really?
Yeah. I think
it didn't ruin anything.
I think a big portion of the blowback was just because people spent these years developing their fans theories and thinking
and then it wasn't what they thought.
Out. Yeah, and when they realized that they don't know shit about shit, like they there were.
It was a big fuck you.
It was a big ego blow. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I liked because I hate that shit. Like, dude, they're gonna make the movie. Like, figure it out. Like when people complain about like Captain Phasma like not being in TFA very much, but being all that, and it's like, well, she's gonna show up in another movie. Yeah. Like, just it's gonna happen, and it did. Like. And she died, and she's gonna show up again. Like she's not dead.
J.J. Abrams just pitched his story for the 3rd movie a couple of weeks ago after this had opened. So anything could happen. Who knows?
Yeah,
just roll with it.
And let's talk about one of the shots in the movie before we end, and it's the part where Admiral Holdo takes the Mon Calamari cruiser, and hyperspace shoots it through the dreadnought.
That's fucking beautiful.
It was incredible. That was like people were like, you should watch this in the theater, because the audience like gasped where I was. It was just like silence, and because she blows it up, and I was like, somebody said after the fact, I was like, I don't know why Leia didn't do that, because that would have been a cool send off for a character. Like, fuck these guys.
Probably just because they didn't have it filmed.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, because I liked that a lot. I liked, and then people were like, "Well, why don't they just do that all the time?" And I was like, "Dude,
because it's fucking expensive."
Yeah, that was like the largest ship that the Resistance has, and it didn't even destroy the Dreadnought. It just broke half of it apart, and it was still flying. So it just broke, and it just was enough of a distraction.
Ships in their armada that ran out of fuel, they transferred their remaining fuel to the lead ship.
Correct.
So that it could keep going.
They wouldn't have enough
I'm
to
sure
hyperjump.
It takes a lot of fuel to jump to light speed.
Yeah, I think the idea with that was this only worked because of the close proximity and the mass of the ship. Whereas, like, yeah, they probably could have... No, they couldn't have done that with the Death Star even, because on the Death Star you actually specifically see the Super Star Destroyer, the Executor, I think, or the Judicator, crash into the Death Star, and it doesn't even blow up the Death Star. Like, at one point. So, God, that movie is so fucking good. I love Return of the Jedi. And I fucking hate anyone that says anything wrong
for this move.
I had that
It
card.
happens in, I believe, Rebels. In an episode of Rebels, somebody blows up a Star Destroyer, maybe? By going.
Well, it makes sense because they say it in New Hope. And in New Hope, he talks about running through light speed, and they're like, well, we got to calculate it because you don't want to end up flying through an asteroid or flying through a planet or something.
Close to a supernova.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, it can happen. It's just that usually it's like, no, you can't jump into light hyperspace because you're going to run into something. And she was like, no, actually, that's the plan. And we'll blow them up. So, yeah, it was kind of one of those things that was perfect.
Hey, TJ.
Oh.
How's it going?
Yep.
Are we done? Can we get the timer?
I feel like we've talked about this forever.
But we liked it all. That's why I wanted to bring Adam on, because Adam said he saw it, and we haven't had Adam on in a while. And new Star Wars, pretty rare. Did you...
Came out on my birthday, too.
Yeah. Did you watch...
Holy shit, we talked about this for nearly 50 minutes.
47 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll say to jump forward. Yeah. Did you watch, Adam, did you see Rogue One?
Yeah.
Did you like Rogue One?
Actually might be my favorite Star Wars movie.
Really?
It might be because it's so complete. Like,
it's my favorite of the new Star Wars movies outside of the original trilogy.
I think this one, The Last Jedi, comes pretty close to it for me.
Yeah.
But
I liked Rogue One, because it tells a complete story.
It does.
You get the whole thing.
It's a beautiful story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that movie. And I love that in that movie the rebels or the rebels at that point are like terrorists, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
Because they are fighting the government, which is the Empire, which is evil. And this is a distinction that needs to be made about the new movies. And I had a discussion with my brother and Lance about this, because they were like asking. I was like, no, the First Order are the bad guys, and they're not the government. The government is the
they
Republic.
They blow up the government in the Force Awakens.
But they blow up the government in the first movie. So it's basically two factions fighting for control over that. There's no like one is entrenched. Now they're just these two armies basically.
It's a forever war.
It's like a full-on war.
We've destabilized
it's like a full-on war though. But that's what I loved about Rogue One, is that they are fucking like, they blow up like a fucking supply depot, and they're like, you know, like the police are there and shit. It's like this is what it was. This is the rebellion. We're stopping the Empire. And that movie is awesome because of the choices it made. And I love the directors were like, hey, can we kill off all the characters? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, okay, let's fucking do it, because that's the best way to end this. They're fucking all dead, because like they talk about, like, you know, this isn't the mini Bothans died to get this information, but I believe they said that like something about how like there were heavy losses or something to get us this information with the original Death Star plans. So
have we seen a movie Bothan yet?
No. That's weird, because Bothans
the only place I've seen a Bothan was in Star Wars Galaxies, and that I don't know if that's canon that they're weird goat people.
Yeah,
because I was a little goat man Bothan.
Mm-hmm. I like Bothans. Bothans are cool.
So I feel like John hasn't talked enough this episode. So what do you think about Nier Automata? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Hey, TJ, what are you
I would love to talk about Nier Automata. But no, I'm not going to talk about it. I want a status update because I've had this on here forever. I finished the game once, but to see the full game, you need to beat it 3 times. I'm about 2/3 through my second playthrough. It's an incredible game. It's so good. If you want a great story about robots trying to be people, this is it.
I do.
But also, the story is not that, okay, robots are trying to be people. It's maybe you shouldn't try and be people because people do bad things. The storyline in that's really good. It's kind of the storyline is. I'll talk about it more when I finish the whole thing. But the storyline is, aliens have taken over the planet, and the humans ran off to the moon. The aliens got all these fucking robots they built that kind of take over the planet, and your androids sent down to blow up all the robots to make it so that people can come back. And so you learn a lot about the aliens and the people. And the robots are all just kind of trying to live their own lives. And they're really smart like people. It's really interesting. It's really good, though. Like, just a mindfuck and really great action game. It's by Platinum Games, so it's very good action combat. And anyway, TJ, yeah, you haven't gotten a chance to talk. What have you been up to?
Hi, everybody. I'm TJ May, co-host of the Born in the 80s podcast.
Well, that's enough from TJ. So, Adam, what?
But no, I got Super Mario out. Well, I started playing Super Mario Odyssey last night. Odyssey, you see.
Odyssey, yes, see.
It's Y''C, like you see.
Yeah.
Odyssey, you see.
Yeah, I don't like that. This is bad.
It
line.
Is bad. It's bad lyrics.
Bad rhyming. Sorry, Pauline.
I'm through like 4.5 worlds already.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push through because you kind of mentioned, it's good to play through it, get to that base ending, then go back when they open up all the other stuff, get a bunch more stuff, and then get the real ending. So
not to like spoil it too much, but when you finish, it's like every Mario game that exists now. When you finish the story, it opens up a lot more level. So like each world will have a lot more moons on it for you to collect. So, and they're the more difficult ones. So you can go back and have everything to do. Then it's more fun and plus the ending has an incredible final world that you get when you get the end. So yeah, I don't know if that's been spoiled for you, but
that already has. Yeah.
Okay, because that last world is so fun. Adam, do you have a Switch? Have you played it?
No, I was hoping to get one for Christmas, but I was told that probably wouldn't be happening.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I would save up.
If you're told that it's probably not happening.
Maybe
someone's sneakily getting you one.
Oh man!
Oh, they're trying to make it a surprise.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Text us an update next week.
But I do want to. I would like to play that. Both that and Zelda look amazing.
Oh, Zelda's so good.
Mario. I started playing Mario and Rabbids 2 weeks ago. That's really, really good.
So I think for the next podcast that we do, guys, we should do Game of the Year. Since last week. So think of your games of the year.
Oh yeah. We didn't have a complete. We didn't do that last year, so yeah, we definitely got to do it this year.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely this year, the year that every good game came out.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like my top 10 list is going to be omitting a lot of great games.
And they're like tied for top 1.
Yeah, I think number 1 for me is Zelda. Having played everything. PUBG's close. Mario's close. Wolfenstein's good. Nier Automata might be my favorite game. I mean, it's fucking insane. Persona 5's incredible.
Yes, it is. You're not even that far in Persona 5 yet.
What?
You're not even that far in Persona 5
No, I'm like
yet.
8 hours in. Like I haven't even finished the first boss. Like I'm in the first dungeon.
You got to take down that dungeon of lust.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
It is good.
Yes.
Oh, the story. Oh, the characters, the style. Oh, that's a good game.
It really is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of amazing games. We'll talk about our favorites next week. Matt's favorite is Doom VFR.
No, Pocket Camp.
I need to download that.
No, PUBG, man. PUBG.
Oh, update.
Yeah.
Remember how a couple weeks ago I was talking a little bit about Skyrim VR?
Yes.
I was talking about how I was getting really sick playing it.
Are you able to not throw up?
Using the motion controllers, I could play it like hour at a time.
Nice.
Yes, the teleport move is there. It makes it so easy to play.
Yeah.
I'm not getting nauseous. And since this is my first time playing Skyrim, I'm just in wonder from place to place. But melee battles up face to face with these people get a little crazy, so I've been relying a bit more on my magic and bow and arrow.
Yeah. I'm in the opposite position with Fallout VR. I just cannot get the 90 frames per second that you need to prevent VR sickness, and it's just
so you're getting it?
It's taxing. Yeah. So there's a teleportation mode I can switch it to, but yeah, right now it's really taxing.
I have
to
heard
spend more than a few minutes in it. More than like 30 minutes in it.
I've seen a lot of videos of that being played, Fallout 4 VR, and it looks so fun in VR because it's just like you could just like it's like people like getting in those gunfights and just fucking headshotting people from like an inch away while holding out their hand. Like it looks really fun.
Yeah.
Is it better with that?
When you juice yourself up with some jet and you just blow the shit out of some raiders, it's really cool. But it's
so Matt, is it better? Is it better if you're using VATS or without VATS?
I'll usually use VATS just because the aiming system is kind of weird. It's got it's not 1-to-1 like first-person shooter aiming like Fallout never is. It's kind of you aim to this general area and then you have a certain percentage chance to hit. So
yeah,
it's usually I usually like to use VATS just because it'll highlight whatever body part I'm aiming at and show my percentage chance to hit. And the whole game goes into slow motion when you do that. But
Cats.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a problem with games that are adapted for VR versus games that are developed specifically for VR. You're gonna get like unless if you design with the decreased resolution in mind so that you can there's not as much background noise to see stuff against, and
I think that might be
enough textures that you can keep 90 frames per second.
That's probably why Skyrim's working better for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Skyrim is so much more low res than Fallout 4 is.
Yeah, that's true.
And
there's a lot of
really fun. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a lot of there's a whole Fallout 4 VR subreddit, so there's a lot of tweaks that I can do to try and juice the performance, but it's kind of a pain. It's not very user friendly right now. So
I would imagine that you're going to lose a lot of field of view in order to get better performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because when you're doing stereoscopic vision for VR, you're rendering everything twice, and that just really cranks up the requirements, the load on your computer. So if it's not
one of the things go ahead.
Bethesda's engine is Bethesda's engine is like notorious for not being super well optimized anyways. And
jank.
Yeah.
so much open world jank in that. I love it. That game ran like shit on my PS4 as well. I remember that. It got better. They patched it, but still.
Now, what I really like about Skyrim and VR, especially now that I'm using the motion controls, is just, seeing, my weapons or my hands or the whatever in the real space in the game, and I love messing around and just dicking around with whatever I'm doing, like waving at a guard way over there, he doesn't do anything, whatever. Touching people. If I have either nothing in my offhand or if I have a spell equipped to it and I have my sword in the one, I'll like run my sword across my hand just to kind of show it off. And as I was just derping around Reddit last night, I noticed there was a video that was posted about someone just derping around in the LA Noire VR experience.
Oh, I was just about to post that in the Discord.
Yes, it's a great video. And
I saw the thumbnail of that, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's wonderful. And in the comments, someone's like, they should make a subreddit for this. And then someone mentioned, yeah, there is one. It's called VR Tomfoolery. And I started watching just a lot of just people just messing around in VR. It was great.
Yeah.
And now I actually did stream one of my 1 hour sessions. I had a perfect setup because I moved my camera pointing at me so you could see what I was doing. I had the visuals from the game. It works out. And I hope to stream more of it once Christmas week's over.
Yeah. Adam. You said you play some games.
I did.
Let's talk about those Ass Creed organs.
Ass Creed orgies?
Well, I finished off Syndicate.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty early on.
That's the British one.
Yes, it is.
Where you ride a train around, right?
Yeah, your hideout's a train. It's pretty cool.
That's fucking
actually.
awesome.
It is.
I love trains.
It's one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds from before the 2-year break.
Yeah, it's glad to hear that they kind of got better, because Unity was not very good.
Yeah. I was actually really, from what I'd heard about Origins, leery about playing it because they changed a lot of the stuff that I actually did like in the old ones.
Yeah.
But actually, once I got into it, I love Origins. It's amazing.
What makes it so good? Like, what? Because what's changed?
Well, for one thing, I think the setting is really good.
Yeah, I love the way that game looks. Having seen it in screenshots,
it is.
I called that shit though, didn't I? Oh no, TJ did. He said in the trailer there'd be a fucking guy sliding down a pyramid. That totally happens. You're like, okay.
But yeah, the pyramids give you a chance to do like tombs and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Horses are back, which is kind of nice. And it's got a lot of the feel like the first Assassin's Creed game, like going from town to town. There's lots of open area in between. There's tons of stuff to do. It is huge. And a lot of the side quests are interesting. Not so much right at the very beginning, but they definitely are later on. And you also, for each assassination, there's like a couple of side quests that build up to it that give you like more information on the guy that you're going after. And it's proven pretty good. It's how some of that stuff ties back into the main story, which is usually the best part of Assassin's Creed games, I think, anyway. But yeah.
Oh, really? They do more of that.
They do. And
they pulled away so much in the more recent ones, so
it's weird not having the parry kind of locked combat that they used to have, because you could just kind of like in front of. Yeah, me too.
It felt
like you sit around like 20 guys and just like parry them all to death.
Just be dodging all their attacks and be like, oh no, you're dead. Turn that on you. You know, like. But well, it's cool though. I heard someone said it felt more Dark Souls influenced.
That's what the combat feels like.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Isn't it actually based off of For Honor? That combat engine?
Possibly.
I don't know. The For Honor is like certainly different than For Honor. At least I only played a little bit of the beta, I guess, but you get the lock on, and then you have like a sword and shield, and it's kind of nice because even with two-handed weapons, you get to use a shield for the most part. So you have it in one hand, and then they're just like swing it around with your other, or you like grab onto it with the for the attack, and then go back to the shield afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, also fucking cobras will fuck you up.
Watch out for the cobras, huh?
Obey no lock-on laws. Like, you cannot lock onto them, and they like. So your health is in like 3 main big bars that like slowly regenerate, and if you're in combat, they don't regenerate past the current one that you fall into. Those fucking snakes will take a whole one down, like a third of your health in one fucking bite, and you'll drop into like a fucking cobra pit with like 5 of them around you. But yeah.
Well, I hate snakes.
Yeah.
So that's good. Why did it have to be snakes?
Bayek is
you have to say that every time.
Main character too. He's a cool guy. Yeah. And savage as fuck. Like, that's one of the cool things about him. Like, he's actually a really good guy, like helping people out. But he's also, like, if you're on his shit list, will destroy dude.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it feels fresh. That was my problem, I think, with all of them, is they felt like the same game with a different skin.
Yeah. This one does. There's still like some things that are definitely. It's still Assassin's Creed game.
You have a hawk drone,
which I was kind of happy to find. But yeah, you have a hawk drone, which is
that's kind of neat though.
Straight out like Wildlands. If you played the beta for that.
Yeah, I've heard it's similar to Wildlands. So that's cool though.
I actually really like the hawk drone. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you can send the hawk in, kind of tag targets, and then know how to sneak better.
Yeah, I definitely like that they threw some RPG in my Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I've been tempted to almost buy it a couple times, but I got too much shit to play still from this year. I just don't have the time.
There's a lot.
I bought fucking Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for some reason.
Oh my god, that looks really good too.
I don't know why I bought it.
I don't have time to play that.
World.
I played a little bit of it. It was good. The first like hour I played of it. It's a good JRPG. It's got good voice acting, good animation. There's a lot of boobs. The main female lady character is extremely booby. Like I know with anime games and chicks with boobs, like this is kind of insane. Like they're bigger than her head, like by a lot. Like that's weird to me.
Talk for that one that was in all the pictures.
Yeah, it's like okay, anime. Like I get you. It's almost too much. It's almost like okay. It's like a parody almost. Anyway, but it's still cool. Still, I love that type of game, and I've heard that the other ones are good. And the reviews of this were kind of mixed, but they're like, well, if you like JRPGs, this is a good one of them, so you'll like it. So I don't know. I had a bunch of fucking Best Buy coupons from my Gamer Rewards points, so I was like, I'll buy it. I need to buy something.
Oh, that reminds me. There was something I was going to ask you.
Yep.
I keep seeing advertisements for Romancing Saga 2.
Yep.
Is that something that you played or you or Eric played?
I think Eric played Romancing Saga.
Okay. I really liked Saga Frontier.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, he played Saga Frontier.
Saga Frontier.
Yes, okay. Romancing Saga 2 came out in like the 90s. Is it why is it coming up now?
I think they're just doing HD something for PS4.
Yeah, it's on PS4.
Oh.
I was wondering if it was anything like Saga Frontier, because if it was, I was tempted to buy it.
I think Romancing Saga was very well reviewed in the day, wasn't it? Or maybe not.
I think so, remember. But the only Saga game I played was Final Fantasy Legend.
Because what was Romancing Saga reviewed as?
Saga Frontier was dope. I wish maybe they already have remade that. I don't know.
I have no clue. Anyway. Oh, Famitsu only gave it 26 out of 40, which is like basically a 1 out of 10 for Famitsu. Because they basically give everything 40 out of 40. Okay. But maybe it was too Western for them. Anyway. Well, thank you, Adam, for the insight on the ye olde guys stabbing other guys with knives report.
It did take a while before you actually get your stabby knife, which kind of disappointed me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had to just beat people around the head until they were unconscious.
Matt, when
I did a takedown.
Yeah. Matt, I feel like we have to talk about PUBG now.
Okay.
We played it just before we recorded this.
The game
1.0. It's out officially.
It's officially
it can be
released.
in Game of the Year discussions.
There's a desert and everything.
Yep.
I like the
Vaulting.
desert map.
The menus look professional now.
Difference. Yeah. Vaulting
there's a kill cam.
Makes the biggest quality of life improvement. Just the
fact
freedom
that you
have moving
get
around
over
now
small
is,
obstacles.
Yes, it feels so much less broken.
We played the new map a bunch. That new map is fun. It feels very different. And another thing is, I feel like the new map feels more fleshed out. Like there's just more, like stuff. Like there's more like varying buildings in the new map.
Yeah, there's
like
the original map. There's a lot of copy pasting going on, and this feels like each
little town has its own
building is its own thing.
Yeah. It's still like it's like a first person shooter playground though. Like every game you play will have a different like circle that forces you to go to different places to have different fancy ways of being murdered by other people on the internet. Like it is so fun. It's just every game is like a loot box. Because every time you just find in gear, you know what I mean? It's like loot box.
Yeah.
Like it's got that kind of like, and the fact that you can play it quickly is good. I know I've heard that they are implementing ways to do matchmaking where you can choose maps, hopefully, but I guess they're trying to decide how they want to do that. Because right now you just kind of get randomly thrown into a map. I would hope that they could set it up so where you could say, I would play third person perspective or first person. I just want to play on this map. Like,
that makes sense. I mean, there's like 400 million people playing this game, so they don't have to worry about dividing the player base too much.
Correct. They should allow you to queue directly into the new map because that's all I want to play, basically. Because I've seen that old map so much. Anyway, but it's still good. It's good. We didn't have too many problems playing it tonight. Like on a Friday night, like the lag wasn't really. There's a little lag,
rubber
but not
banding
bad.
and like just your standard shit.
I had none. I had zero lag all night, and it felt real good. So
I had a bunch when I was specifically when you were driving a vehicle and I was a passenger. There's a ton of rubber banding, but I don't think that. I think that's just kind of like an artifact of you being in control of where we are and my machine trying to catch up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you're gonna get around.
But you guys are excited to play Battlefront 2 though, right? Like it's the best game ever.
No, I mean
the
I have it.
Do you know what's so sad about Battlefront 2?
Installed it yet?
Is that like I really wanted that game to be really good. I really wanted a good Star Wars shooter.
I really want to play the campaign.
But they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it.
And they added more campaign. There's more campaign than there originally was, yeah.
I don't know, though.
It'll be $4.99 on a Steam sale eventually.
I know. It won't be on Steam, but...
Oh, right. An Origin sale.
Yeah.
I love orgy sales.
I love Origin sales. No, that game has been not well received. Apparently the servers kind of have issues still. I don't know. I love, we talked about this in the past when they were like having the loot box controversy, and they were like, hey, this isn't going to affect our sales, everybody. And they totally were like, no, we're dropping our expectations of sales on this game. It's like, yeah. Fuck, I'm glad.
Don't you worry, investors. This isn't going to have an effect on anything.
I really hope.
Effect on everything.
I really hope that they that this is like a chilling effect that cuts these fucking loot boxes. This is making people decide what they want to do.
The iOS store, which is like where this sort of monetization really took hold, is now requiring apps to publish their odds of different outcomes, and there's already a lot of people requesting that the Android store does the same. So This
Hey,
could
Star Wars
be a
Battlefront
reckoning
is-
for loot boxes.
Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition, or no, Standard Edition, sorry, is $36 right now in Origin.
It's 35 in my store.
Yeah. Although you're gonna want to get the Deluxe Edition for $47 because it comes with an upgrade or officer upgrade pack with Officer Class Improved Battle Command Epic Star Card. So get those gameplay improvements for free. Ugh. Anyway.
For free?
Or for cheaper because it's on sale. Anyway, I would like to play this game because I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till next year when it's cheaper. Hopefully they'll done something to fix this shit because it's bad. Did you happen to watch Jim Sterling's episode from this week?
I didn't get around to it. No,
Jimquisition?
I wanted to.
Oh, he talks about loot boxes, and this is a discussion a lot of people have. Is like, okay, loot boxes are okay if they're just cosmetic. You know what I mean? They don't affect the gameplay. And he had his big argument about like, all right, here's why it does actually matter, and he totally makes an excellent point because it does actually matter when you think about it. Because the whole reason why everyone plays these games is because you want to show off the cool loot that you got. And that may not affect the actual physical gameplay, but it certainly affects your enjoyment of the game. Because if you don't ever have any of the cool gear, you're not going to stick around. And he does a very good job of likening this to, you could play chess with a... Did my cats just turn the TV on?
Probably.
Oh, well. Anyway, do you guys hear that through the mic?
A little bit.
Okay. I'll just get through my thought here, and then you guys can talk about something else. But he makes a good point. It's like you could liken it to playing, chess or checkers with, a standard set or like a Star Wars set. Like, okay, but you like playing with this set because it looks cool, even though it doesn't affect the actual gameplay of chess. It's the same game, but it's just more enjoyable because it is more aesthetically pleasing. And it totally is kind of true. Well, I personally think I don't care as much about that as some people might. It does bring up a good point. Because why else would
I agree
it?
with his point, but I don't agree that means that all cosmetic changes should be free. Because that's the increased enjoyment factor is what you're paying for.
I don't think that's what he's saying. I think it's more an issue of it just being a gambling issue.
Well, what he's saying is that you can't say that it doesn't matter. It does matter because it does that stuff used to be free. Like you used to get costumes unlocked when you beat the game. You get like a new costume and stuff. Now you pay for those costumes. So and it's not just completely useless. I'm trying to find the app on my phone that controls the the TV.
Yeah, I mean it affects the enjoyment for some players, but on the scale of what affects the game, cosmetics.
I think it's
low.
lesser by a significant amount because again.
So if companies have to include these kind of loot boxy microtransactions to make the game financially viable, then I'd rather have them do it just on cosmetics than on stuff that affects the actual gameplay of the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's where I sit too. But it's really interesting to watch because he articulates it way better than I can because it's something he's been talking about for years. I mean, he famously last year used to put Overwatch, even though he liked the game, on his top 10 because of the loot boxes. Because it's loot boxes. I don't know where my fucking app is to control the.
Can I counter that with a question?
Sure, you can ask him. Because I don't know.
Who's Jim Sterling? Because all I know is he's a man that complains about things.
He does complain about things a lot, yes. He's very good at that. I think I got rid of the app that controlled my TV because it started pushing ads. Like, it would just like an ad would pop up on my home screen, and it was that app. Like, what the fuck? You can't do that free like remote app.
Can and will.
And it did, and I uninstalled it immediately. I had paid for it as well, but they pushed an update that said, well, even if you paid, we're going to do ads. Which is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard of. So anyway, someone's going to have to talk about something else while I fix my TV. Find another...
Hey, TJ.
Yeah?
How's it going?
It's going well.
What are you doing, TJ?
I'm Mario Odysseying right now and dreaming about going back into Skyrim VR and being in that world because I really love I love having my shield and like smashing people with the shield, and then I got a bow and I got archers like far away, and then I like catch the arrows on my shield, pick them up, and then shoot the arrows back at them.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Oh. I just want to play right now.
One of us. One of us.
I wasn't intentionally avoiding Bethesda games, but I just wasn't playing Bethesda games.
Well, I mean, just VR. Once you get that exposure, you're kind of hooked. And
now, you know, especially with
like,
watching like VR tomfoolery and stuff, I want to do like ridiculous stuff in multiplayer VR. Things like I was just watching like ridiculous stuff in Sports Bar VR for PS4, and like I kind of do that stuff too.
Does PSVR have Rec Room?
I think they have something like it, but I don't think they have specifically Rec Room.
I thought Rec Room went cross-platform like
Maybe
that.
They do.
Yeah, I thought Rec Room was on there too. That's a popular game.
I'll check.
But yeah, we could hang out and play paintball in Rec Room sometime.
Wait, it actually plays cross-platform?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Because I've played with Oculus.
Oh man,
users.
Sounds like fun.
Ah, my butt hurts from sitting so long in this chair.
Come on, little Goomba. Come on, little Goomba.
Sorry. I was unable to turn my television off, but I was able to mute it. For some reason in my remote app, the power didn't work, but the mute worked, so it's on. We don't have a ton of time left, boys. We spent a lot of time talking about Star Wars. Can we talk about the worst of Reddit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because we got the you got the bowels of Reddit, please. Oh, you fucking bitch!
And everyone joined VR tomfoolery.
I'm down here
post
in
that I
the
had-
house. You know, the heezy.
The post that I had was deleted. So
But hey, is there a cached version?
No, I don't want to go like directly on this. I'm on the Forever Alone, and I had a good one. But most of the it's just literally like the top thing is like, are you a 50-year-old virgin? Like what? It's like top. What are the top threads here? It's got to be a good bad one. Oh, here we go. Success story. I just got laid. Off by my company. Oh, fuck, man! I had one, and I click it, and it's deleted. That's okay. I can always go to r/seduction.
Here, how about
reddit.com/r/born in the 80s is a.
Yeah, you guys were making fun of me about not putting things up there, so I'm gonna probably not necessarily build a bot because I can't build anything.
Build a bot. Build a bot workshop.
I'll find a way to make it where the episodes will automatically show up, and then I'll start doing what I do and putting my favorite previous episodes. Say, hey, listen to this one because I said so.
Would you guys like to know some glossary of seduction terms?
Nope.
The pickup artist glossary. No, we did shit tests last week. We could do life hacks. Would you like to know some life hacks?
Yeah.
We did
my
some
life.
of this. We did some of this. Oh, we did this one. Well, we did the bedroom. We didn't do the bathroom. Logistics. This is the best. Okay. Logistics. Condoms and lube. Keep that shit nearby. I have a nightstand with a drawer in it. Guess where those goodies go? When it's time to get busy, it helps expedite the process and make things less awkward. Before I had that nightstand, I kept them in a small watch box underneath my bed close to the headboards. They'd be easy to get in the dark. In addition,
keep your sex stuff by your sex place.
In addition, it's never a
concept.
bad idea to keep non-latex condoms around for a girl who may have allergies to latex. It's very true. But what you just say is that you have a latex allergy and that you can't use a condom. That's what you do. They're on the pill, right? Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go. This is the best. Going out for the night and want to have some condoms and lube handy, but aren't sure how to carry them? I keep lube in my pockets, and it's terrible. Best way I found. Get some trial-sized lube samples. Yeah?
Super important. I think it's important.
I think it is too, Matt. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, usually, like, unless if you're going after, like, 50-year-olds, I mean, the lube just kind of happens, in my experience.
Sometimes you just need a little help, and that's life.
Well,
yeah, I don't want to lube shame anyone. I'm just
sometimes when you're a person
situation.
who has sensitive skin, the lube helps it be less sensitive.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
And also, don't get Trojan bear skins. Just in case you're
why not
shopping.
Oh, because a lot of people are allergic to bear fur.
Yeah.
Trojan bear skins. They're just fucking furry, like, bear skin condoms. They're gross. I wouldn't use them.
Yeah. It collects a lot of bacteria.
Yeah. This is great. Get some trial-sized lube samples in little foil packets. You can easily... What girl isn't going to be wooed by a man who pulls out his lube samples for her?
Yeah. So dumb. Like, you can just go to a website and buy real, like, actual human-sized things.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to get trial-sized if you're, bashful about going into a store.
No. This is about carrying it around. You gotta carry it around.
Yeah, but why trial-size?
You gotta have lube. Well, because it fits in your pocket. You gotta keep it in your pocket so you're ready to go any moment. This is the way it is when you're a pickup artist. Women are on you at all moments. You're gonna need to be ready every time you're going out.
I'm nagging and nagging and nagging, and here's my lube.
Yes. Business card holder, excellent for holding condoms. Don't keep them in your wallet because
that is true.
But actually, you can keep them in your wallet if you don't leave it in your wallet. If you just take it out every time you get home. Water. After a good romp. I love the way that they write about sex as well. Like, they can't write about sex in it. And they write about sex in the seduction forum in the least, like, professional way.
Well, they
after
write about
a good
sex
romp
as people who have never had sex.
Yeah. Your lady friend and you will need to hydrate. I keep a case of cheap bottled water in my closet for easy access and to avoid
How far away is
4
your
a.m.
goddamn
naked run-ins.
kitchen?
I like this. And to avoid 4 a.m. naked run-ins with a roommate. How about you just put some fucking pants on and go out and get some water?
Or don't have a roommate.
And this is good. Music? Oh, this is fucking good. Oh. Seems silly, but most people seem to like good tunes to get naked to. I have a few select Pandora stations, and it's like, oh, let's make love All right, it's Christmas time down here. The fucking ad plays because you don't have a paid Pandora account. It's just like, go on down to Goban Ford to pick up your new car. And then it goes back to like sexy music. Yeah, make sure you're paying for the pro one there, I'd say. But anyway, I'll pop that on if I spent enough time clicking the like and dislike buttons for certain tracks that will never let me down. My go-tos: 07, never heard of that band. Massive Attack, okay. Pretty Lights, etc. Yeah, I don't really know that. Oh, he says I've got Pandora One, so I don't get ads. Kind of funny when you're going at it and you're getting sold car insurance. He actually brought it up before I even read it. Yeah,
I didn't hear anything about Run DMC in there.
Additions from others: instrumental hip hop, The Weeknd, The XX. Not going to go with this music, tends to be a very personal thing, but you get the idea. Man, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to say this: I have never had sex to music that was purposely put on to have sex to. Maybe that's just me. I don't need it. Why would you need it?
No. One time I said,
"There's
hey,
been
Alexa,
music
play
on
sex music," and she played a playlist.
See, that's maybe, that's
that
personal
was mostly
preference.
A joke. Like,
I think that's a thing that you probably should have ready. So maybe that's good. But I don't think I would pick this list. I mean, what's the sex playlist? What's on the sex playlist? I'm saying Metallica. No, I'm saying death metal, black metal. Just get the screamo in there.
Doom metal, not death metal.
Yeah.
Doom metal.
Okay. Yeah. I want satanic metal. What's the worst music that you could play to have sex to? Oh, I've got it. It's Shelley Duvall's Christmas album. No,
it's actually the Benny
Shelley
Hill.
Duvall. Shelley Duvall put out a Christmas album. You know Shelley Duvall, the actress, from The Shining, also puts out an album. I put it on my Christmas is the worst. It's real bad. It's
sounds real
it's
bad.
Called Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Merry Christmas. That would be the worst. I feel like that would be the worst because her voice is really kind of grating and high pitched. What about anyone else? Anyone else have worst album to boink to?
Daughter Bright and the Soda Pop Mics.
Like Adam's got it in the back pocket. Can you explain what Daughter Bright and the Soda Pop Mics are, Adam?
Daughter Bright and the Soda Pop Mics are the artists of an album I was gifted by my great-grandmother in the early 90s.
Yeah.
She must have asked for, like, the most white bread hip-hop music imaginable or something. Or, like, rap for kids.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was gifted Daughter Bright and the Soda Pop Mics. I don't remember the actual album title name.
The most insane thing about this is that I basically can find no information about Daughter Bright and the Soda Pop Mics.
It exists. Like, there's.
I'm sure.
I looked it up on.
Here it is on Amazon.
Yeah, it's there.
You can get a used CD for $7.
Damn.
Well, not even used, a new one. Madam, you gotta hold on to that. It's it's
sure.
like children hip hop.
Yeah, it's got nowhere to go but up in value.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
Sure.
Wish We Were Grown.
Wish We Were Grown. Yeah.
Executive producer was Luke Skywalker with 2 Ys for some reason.
Okay.
1989. That's a bad album. That's like Kids Bop. Kids Bop is the worst thing. Yeah. That's it. We've made it. Can anyone come up with something worse than Kids Bop? Maybe Koyaanisqatsi, the soundtrack to that movie. So droning
the
music.
soundtrack to Schindler's List.
That's pretty bad. Well, I think Kids Bop's got to. I mean, I couldn't imagine keeping a boner with Kids Bop playing. I'm sure there are people on r/seduction that would need Kids Bop to be playing, but
monks chanting.
Monks chanting. Yeah, maybe that's a turn on though.
Any sort of religious music like that.
No. Those Gregorian chants really get me going.
Oh, that was not a good jump.
Yeah, even if you don't smoke, it's not a bad idea to carry a lighter. You never know when some lovely lass is going to ask you for a light.
I mean,
it's like you don't even have to try to open it.
Like,
lass?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like they can't refer to women as women and sex as sex. It's like a fucking ridiculous game.
There's advice that does make sense in this subreddit, but it's just the way it's framed is so horrible and stupid.
As we've said before, when we're talking about like these life hacks and things, it's like, oh, it's just common sense. Like one of these is, if you have a car, keep your car clean. Oh yeah, okay, good, yay.
Just hide the Taco Bell bags because no one wants to see that.
Yep. Oh god damn it. r/seduction though isn't as good, because like r/PUA was the real best Reddit, and it's gone now. We can find child free. Child free is good, but you never know. I got new mod mail.
Did you get one?
Oh, it's the same one to moderate. All right. Anyone else have anything else before I find Reddit/r/child free?
Nope.
I only hate child free because these people are very complainy about other people's kids.
They're so pompous and not self-aware.
Well, it's just like I can understand if you don't want to have kids, but like to go on here and brag about how you're smart for not having kids.
When your whole identity is I don't have kids. Like some people want to reproduce and some people don't, and both of them are okay. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah. This is a good one. Here is a oh, this person actually got this person got their tubes tied at 21. I was like, that's very early on in your life to get that done, but I guess you had. Why are you posting on this in here though? Because she's like talking about she has like all these other problems. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, if your doctor's like, you need to get this done because you have problems with your uterus, that's not a child-free decision you're making. That's a health decision you're making. I wish Forever Alone was better. I really wish Wait, you said that there was a incel forum that still exists. Did they move to their own thing?
It used to be. I think they went to vote, voat.com.
Well, it's like the pre-Reddit Reddit.
It's the Reddit for people that got banned from Reddit.
Okay. Well, I will have a better one next week. Because for some reason my one got picked out. We're gonna find out what the worst women hate. That one sounds good. There's like six posts in here. That doesn't count. Anyway, yeah. So does anyone else have anything, or we're done? We're done.
I'm done.
Can we talk about Star Citizen for a hot second?
Let's talk about Star Wars for an hour.
Yeah.
Or Red Dwarf.
We're ending here, but Star Citizen is having a problem.
I heard some controversy. What happened?
They were sued by Crytek for so they if we remember, they switched over to Amazon's Lumberyard game engine off of Crytek because they were having problems with Crytek, which I'm sure Crytek was not happy about the negative PR about that. But it turns out they had bought the Crytek license for one game, and they said that they were going to be selling the Persistent Universe, Star Citizen, and Squadron 42 as two separate games. And they're like, well, guess what? You only bought one license, so we're suing you now. So that's what happened. Not good. Blood in the water right now. They're selling tanks now. So you can buy tanks. For the planet stuff. So no more fake ship JPEGs that you can buy. It's tanks you can buy. It's insane.
Thanks for the memories.
This is insane. This is this is done. This is it. This is it. This is over. When I read today, someone said this Kickstarter happened in 2012. I was like, oh yeah. It's been 5 years. And they still don't have a game. Or even a beta. It's a fucking madness. Please don't spend money on it, guys. I know if you already did, well, you had higher hopes back in the day. But it's not worth it now. I think Red Pill got close to... Oh, Red Pill's still around. All right, we're good. Oh, we're good. I can find something on here.
Oh, I'm just gonna give this to you based on the title. I haven't read it, but probably this one will do you.
Thank you. Just toss that in there. I just gotta save the r/redpill. All right, so let's end it. Matt, you gotta get that music on there. You found it!
Yes!
Oh, this is a reference to our Christmas is Terrible. This is the terrible... Alright, so I won't be able to download this episode off of YouTube. Because it has copyrighted music.
We just have to talk over it.
Yeah, we're talking over it.
There's commentary, fair use commentary.
You can go to the website, bornintheeighties.net, to find episodes, or our Patreon, Born in the 80s. Put them all up there. That's it. That's me, John Danger on Twitter, John_Danger.
MattHaguemusic.com. That's me.
At May of May 84 over on Twitter. I'm at twitch.tv/May of May. Find my latest streams, including my Fallout VR, Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR. Adam, can we find you anywhere?
You can find me at Adam Ham hardly ever, but I am technically there.
Actually, if you want to talk to any of us, you really need to go to our Discord. Find the link over on our website at bornintheeighties.net, obviously. Join that Discord link. Come talk to us. I'm there all the time. Except for right now. Oh, wait, no, there I am.
All right, anyone else? Is that it? We're done? Did you go, Matt?
Yeah.
Matt, when's your next song coming out?
4 years.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, is your next song about Star Citizen? So it's like part of it is that it's taking this long to come out.
I'm gonna launch a Kickstarter for this song.
So I was looking at the worst subreddits. Sorry, and the best subreddit I ever found is Where Did the Soda Go?
Yes,
I love that.
Where Did the Soda Go is great.
Yes. And it is just GIFs of the as seen on TV, but the people that didn't buy the product and now can't use tote bags for some reason.
Yeah,
it's the best.
That
actually.
And Disney Vacation is good too. That's WikiHow article images.
I'm loving it. So, anything else?
I had a breakfast stacker from Taco Bell.
Oh, how was that?
It was
I had the menu. Real quick.
I had the regular stacker. I didn't have the breakfast one.
Yeah, it's full of bacon and cheese and nacho cheese. Yeah.
Those are things that are good.
They're good. They're good.
I'm watching through Red Dwarf.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For the first time or again?
Oh, definitely again.
Okay. I want to say that Red Dwarf is probably one of my favorite comedy shows of all time.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I wonder
it's so
if
funny.
I could eat this microphone.
We're done. Stop.
Stupid thing.